Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to ATN Bangla. This is Rahabar with the news. First, the UPay headlines. Countrywide 48 hours transport strike on 8-point demands causes extreme sufferings to commuters. Ubaidul Qadir urges for withdrawal of strike. There is hardly any time to amend RPO incorporating EVM in Parliament, says Law Minister. Election Commission is busy in election rigging, alleges Rizvi. And country's development would remain uninterrupted if Awami League is re-elected, says Prime Minister at a function of Dhaka Chamber. And now the news in detail. Commuters across the country, including the capital, are in extreme sufferings following 48-hour strike called by transport workers. The school, college and office goers were the hardest hit, and many of them were compelled to reach their destinations on foot. The city roads were almost bereft of mass transport except BRTC bus, CNGs and rickshaws following the strike called to press home 8-point demands including amendment of the Road Transport Act. No long-distance bus left the terminal since this morning, forcing people to opt for costly alternatives like Pathao and Uber services. Meanwhile, the overall communication system across the country is virtually paralyzed following the 48-hour strike. All sorts of transport of inter-district and local routes in various districts including Chattogram, Khulna, Borishal, Sylhet and Kumilla remain suspended, causing immense sufferings to people. Agitating workers said the strike until Tuesday morning will continue if the demands are not met. Awami League General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir has said there is no scope to amend the Road Transport Act. Talking to newsmen at Shetu Bhavan, he urged the transport workers to withdraw their strike. Law Minister Anisul Haq has said there is no scope of amending the RPO, incorporating the use of EVM in the current Parliament, as there is hardly any time. Talking to newsmen after inaugurating a training course of judges of anti-women and children repression tribunals, he however said final decision in this regard would be taken in the cabinet meeting tomorrow. Criticizing Dr. Kamal Hussein's allegation that the government is violating the constitution, he said, being compiler of the constitution, he himself is making statements contrary to the constitution. BNP Senior Joint Secretary General Ruhul Kabir Rizvi has said Begum Khaleda Zia would be acquitted in Zia Charitable Trust graft case if there is minimum rule of law in the country. Talking to newsmen at the party's central office, he said Begum Zia is being harassed because of political vengeance only. Rizvi alleged that the Election Commission is hurriedly trying to amend the RPO as per government directive to carry out digital vote rigging in favor of both. Jatiya Party Chairman Hussain Mohammad Ershad has said his party hardly cares who would participate in the election. Speaking at Nobinagar Government Pilot High School ground, he said Jatiya Party would take part in the polls since change in government is not possible without election. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has said the development of the country would continue uninterrupted if Awami League is voted to power again. Speaking at the 60th founding anniversary of Dhaka Chamber of Commerce and Industry, DCCI, at Bangabandhu International Conference Centre, she said the importance of private sector is undeniable in the stride to development. Explaining the government's long-term development strategy, the Prime Minister urged the businessmen to take initiative for diversification of commodity export. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister inaugurated Chattogram Hill Tracks Complex building at a function at Bailey Road in the capital this afternoon. Speaking on the occasion, she said most of the clauses of the Chattogram Hill Tracks Peace Treaty have already been implemented. Sheikh Hasina said despite scrapping quota in government jobs, people belonging to hills and small ethnic groups would get special facilities. Hearing on Khalida Zia's petition against trial court order of continuing trial of Zia Orphanage Trust graft case in absence of Begum Khalida Zia has ended. The Appellate Division will pronounce order in this regard tomorrow. A bench of 7 judges led by Chief Justice Syed Mahmood Hussain gave the order today. And that's the end of this news bulletin. To view ATN Bangla News, browse www.youtube.com/ATN Tube News. Subscribe and remain with ATN Bangla. Allah Hafiz.